G'day guys, Cam here from the fish room again, and today's video we've done a species special on the Macaw Cichlid. I think these fish are pretty cool, so I hope you guys enjoy what we've done. If you've not been here before, we're talking about aquariums and tropical fish and all the good stuff within the hobby. So if that sounds like you, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos, and drop any comments you got in below in that comment section, and I'm more than happy to answer them. That's enough of me mumbling along, let's get on to the video. Alright, so the Macaw Cichlid. As you can see, they're an absolutely stunning aquarium fish. For some reason they're very underrated or underused here in New Zealand, and I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know if it's because there's not very many of them around and they've kind of been forgotten about, or they've not really sort of picked up a cult following like the Geophagus, for example. But for me, these things are just incredibly stunning fish. You can see right here the multiple colours that are through it, absolutely beautiful. So for me, they're definitely one of the nicer aquarium fish available. I've never found them overly aggressive. Obviously they're going to get aggressive when they're spawning, that's the nature of cichlids, but in general they're not particularly aggressive, which is really nice. Something very interesting about them is that the females are the ones that get the majority of the colour. The females do stay a lot smaller than the males, but the females are the ones that really get that magnificent multi-colour through them. Size-wise, you're looking at about 10 inches, so they do not get massive, but they're not small at the same time. They're a good size cichlid is what I would call them. As far as hardiness goes, they're very hardy. So some really good tank mates to go with them. Things like Geophagus, fire mouths, waru. They're all pretty good combinations. T-bar cichlids are the other ones. So other cichlids that are not sort of super aggressive, are happy to hold their own territory, but not ones that kind of go around and picking fights. Macaws are, again, they're not the most aggressive fish. They will defend their territory, but in general they're quite placid. So if you're looking for a more community-based cichlid, these guys would be perfect for that. They're very easy to spawn. If you put them in like a half-turned pot or a pot plant and basically a cave setup, they will spawn in that. I've had multiple spawns. The fish you're looking at now is one of the ones that I spawned about 18 months, 2 years ago. They produce large numbers when they spawn, and the fry are very, very easy to raise. So you can get substantial quantities of them per spawning, and you can really get them going. Personally, I think if you're going to keep a breeding pair, you'd want at least a couple hundred litres. 4 foot I think would be absolute minimum you want to keep them in. As with any cichlid, the bigger you can give them, the better. 5 foot or 6 foot will be far better than 4, obviously, but if you've only got room for a 4 foot tank, maybe 1200 by 600 by 600 would be absolutely ample for a couple of them, but it would limit the amount of other tank mates you could have with them.